And with that, the Best International Feature Oscars on this guy's end have been complete. Hi, everyone. It's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Welcome to Raise on Popcorn with Grant, everybody. And today we are talking about a movie. Movies and TV, that's what we do here. And that movie is The Girl with the Needle. The Girl with the Needle is a nominee at this year's Academy Awards for Best International Feature Film, along with Amelia Perez, I'm Still Here, The Seed of the Sacred Fig, and Flow, all of which we have reviews for on this channel. Go check them out. We already talked about those. Now we have The Girl with the Needle. This is directed by Magnus von Horn. I hope I'm saying that correctly. He also co-wrote the screenplay. What is The Girl with the Needle about? Well, the film centers on Caroline. She is played by Vic Carmen Sone. I hope I'm saying that correctly, who's terrific in the film. She is plagued by strange nightmares. This is a horror film of sorts. She is has made peace with the fact that it's 1919 in Denmark. She is working as like a maid, like a factory, like a maid. I believe it was a maid. If I did not. Yeah. Yeah. She works as like a maid worker. And essentially what happens is she's given up hope that her husband, Peter, will come back from war. And she begins an affair with a fellow by the name of Jorgen, played by Joachim Fijel-Stroop. I hope I'm saying that correctly. And gets pregnant. And when you know it, Peter returns, horribly, horribly disfigured. And struggling, wanting to marry Jorgen and raise the baby with him. His mother rejects it. At a moment of desperation, she attempts to terminate her pregnancy with a needle, but is stopped by a woman named Dagmar, played by Trine Durholm, and instead is taken, who agrees to take the child, her newborn child, the young girl, into her sort of orphanage, her sort of private orphanage. And very soon, she decides, desperate, Caroline decides to get a job there, to start working and doing maid service and nursing services with her breast milk. But very, very soon, Caroline begins to discover there's something sinister about Dagmar, and maybe what she's doing here is not quite on the up and up. And then things get really, really fucked up. And yeah, this is the dark, disturbing story about how this happened. Let the black and white insanity begin. The Girl with the Needle is streaming now in movie. It's also in select theaters. I thought this was a very, 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 very good film. I thought it was a well-acted film, a well-made film, a very disturbing film. It's definitely one that's hard to shake. I liked it a lot. I kind of don't get why it's so loved. I understand. I think that it's a very good film. I think that it's a very well shot film. I think it's a very well acted film, a well written film to some extent. It's disturbing. It does have moments of real raw, just oh my god, power to it without giving too much away. And yet I always felt it felt a little cold to me. There was something about this film that felt I felt at a distance from it. I kind of put this in the same category as films like from last year that are loved by a lot of people, that I like a lot and I really admire a lot, but I can't quite go into love, such as The Outrun and small things like these. Movies that I think are really, really good, but also suffer from kind of distancing effects. They kind of I wasn't able to kind of absorb myself in it the way some people are. But that, of course, is my first reaction. There's a very good chance that this movie will stay with me, and I'll think about it more. But for right now, I think of the 5 nominated films, this is the weakest one. And yes, that includes Amelia Perez. I like Amelia Perez. Fuck off. Separate the artist from the art, please. It's a good film. Stop it. Stop. People are just mad at it because it's popular. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say it. No, this was a really, really, really well done movie. It's creepy. It's effective, and it does have a real power and an importance. I think that in a time when women's health and women's rights are being fought at an all-time high by assholes trying to control it, We do need films like this. We need films like this. But the fact, but this film, I feel like, is going for a lot of the same stuff that films like Happening or 4 months, 3 weeks, 2 days, and Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always, movies like that, I think did this better, tackled this issue better. I'm not saying this movie didn't do it well within its means, but I felt like, again, it was just kind of, I was at a distance from it. I never really felt like I could really absorb myself. It felt like there was a lot of style put into it. But at the end of the day, it kind of only relied on shock to get its point across. And after a while, I did kind of become numb to it. It kind of was cold to me. That being said, it sounds like I'm really down on this film. I'm going to still give this a pretty high score. I do highly recommend this film. But I will say this, it is a triggering film. It is a very disturbing film. But I do think that I felt a little empty when it was over. And not in any kind of thoughtful way. I felt kind of distant from it. That being said, I still really thought The Girl with the Needle was incredible, and I admired it a lot. I just couldn't quite love it. And for that reason, I'm not going to go all the way, but I'll go pretty far. I'm going to give The Girl with the Needle 4.5 out of 5 stars. I still think this movie is definitely worth recommending. I just couldn't quite love it. I do think that the performances are terrific, especially Vic Carmen-Sony. And again, I think that it is a thoughtful film, but I do think it didn't have that oomph for me that I think the best films, like films in this category, for instance, like Seed of the Sacred Fig or Flow, or especially I'm Still Here, had for me. And I just feel like it still works. It still works on that level. But it just couldn't quite go all the way for me. But still, I enjoyed it. I did. I thought it was a really good film. I really admired the hell out of it. So yeah, The Girl with the Needle, 4.5 out of 5 stars. Let's close the book on it. Trailer Trash, none. Watched it on Mubi. Was there shawarma? No, there was not. All right, that is it. We will be back later this week for reviews of Cleaner, The Unbreakable Boy, and Officer on Duty. We also maybe we'll have a review or a roundup of reviews for other Oscar-nominated films that we haven't gotten to yet outside of the main categories, including A Different Man, The 688, Black Box Diaries, Soundtrack to a Coup d'etat, Maria, and Sugarcane, among others. So that's coming up, and that'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Granted, the movie and TV guy. I see it all, and I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I love you all, classes missed. I love you 3,000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what it does. That's what you're supposed to do. Or so I've been told. Leave a comment, even if it's Hey Grant, I like waffles. It really helps out. If you want to find me elsewhere, reviews, lists, and other fun stuff, you can find me on all my social media. I'm on literally everything. You can either Raised on Popcorn with Grant or Raised on Popcorn. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mental health. It's incredibly important. And I want to know down below, what did you think of The Girl with the Needle? Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? Think my opinion's good? Think I'm full of shit? Comment below. Let me know. And until we meet again, we were all raised on popcorn. Make mouth extra butter. I'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone. See you around. Bye.